More than 30 million Americans have lost their jobs in just the last 7 weeks. Every week, when the new jobs reports come out, we're seeing millions more added to that total. But there is one group in this country that somehow, in spite of how horrible the economy is, in spite of the fact that American workers are struggling like we have never seen in our lifetime, one group is doing even better now than they were before the pandemic started. And that group is billionaires. Billionaires in the United States have somehow found a way to make even more money during this pandemic. In those same 7 weeks I just mentioned, where more than 30 million Americans have lost their jobs, America's billionaires have increased their collective wealth by $406 billion. 30 plus million Americans lost their jobs. Billionaires gained $406 billion in 7 weeks, at a time when huge swaths of the economy are totally shut down. So how in the heck did this happen? Well, it happened because that's the way our system is designed. You see, these billionaires, the money that they're making right now is not coming from selling goods or services or starting new businesses. It's coming from their investments. And the stock market is once again going back up. And when it tanked, these people with a lot of money to throw around decided to buy up a bunch of stocks while they were dirt cheap. And now that they're going back up, they're making lots more money. Because the only bailout that actually mattered to the House, to the Senate, to the White House was bailing out Wall Street, bailing out the stock market. They don't care that more than 30 million Americans don't have a job. They don't care that they only gave us $1,200 one time, and that's supposed to get us through months and months of either being without work or, being on a tighter budget, having our hours cut back, whatever it is. $1,200, that'll cover it, right? Well, billionaires got $406 billion because the White House, the Treasury, the House, the Senate, they were only concerned about taking care of Wall Street. And it paid off dividends, literally. Folks, this was by design. This is what they wanted to happen. This is how our system is set up. If you're poor, if you're working class, if you're living paycheck to paycheck, government doesn't care. You're not going to get your bailout. You're going to get your $1,200 check, maybe, if they can ever figure this thing out properly. But that's it. Don't expect any more from that. Bernie Sanders was able to get unemployment payments extended. So thank God Bernie busted his butt to get that. But aside from that, you get nothing. You get nothing. But billionaires are increasing their bank accounts every single day because the real bailout is taking place on Wall Street. It's taking place with those companies that are being publicly traded. We are injecting so much money into that, into the banks, into the quote economy, but it's only going to those at the top. If you're not at the top, they don't care. If you're not at the top, you're getting screwed. And that is what this story is about. Billionaires made $406 billion in 6 weeks, the same 6 weeks that 30 million Americans lost their jobs. And if they can do better while we do worse, I'd say that's about time to go grab the pitchforks and the torches, because something has to change. This system is not sustainable. This system is rigged against us, not just economically, but politically as well. And this story, these numbers, this newfound wealth of the already wealthy is just further proof of that.